his Lord.
Let us pray. Dear Father, I ask you again your power to guide me and to teach me and teach us, O Lord, to share what we can learn and feasting of your word. And all this I pray in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Amen. So last week we already, Brother Joel Vilorian, we already discussed about the King Ambassador Part 1. So there are 3 points supposed to be, he will finish last week sa Barhana, kaya masyadong mahal for the sake of time, no? So last week we discussed about from Matthew chapter 10, we started verse 1 up to 42. Remember, number 1 points na may kita nyo rin sa notes, yung the instruction for the apostle, no? So, I mean, the Trinity, just review it, qualification of apostle, credential, and then secondly, the instruction for future disciples. Ayan, no? Brother Joel was very clearly discussing about those passages from 1 to 24. So, now, we will go to number 3, no? Number three, the instruction to present disciples. Ayan. Ngayon, present ngayon. Last time, past, future, and then present. Present. Ayan. Kayo nga ngayon. So the Lord is now the one talking to the present disciple. Now, let's read verse 24. Sabi rito, verse 24, sabi nga, the disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. And verse 25, it is not for the disciple that he be his master and the servant as his Lord. If they call the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall we call them of his household? So unang points na natutunan dito sa letter A is suffering to be experienced. Ayan, no? Suffering to be experienced. Remember, sabi nga yun, the disciple is not above his master. No? This is the reality sa atin, no? That everybody will experience suffering. No? Right? Ibig sabihin, ang ating Panginoon, nagsuffer siya ng mga suffering. What is mostly suffering na naranasan ng ating Panginoon? Brother Marlon, what suffering that the Lord Jesus Christ experienced?
Suffering, first he was not accepted by his own people.
Okay.
It's very difficult if you are rejected by your own people.
Okay. Ano ba? He was physically harmed, right? Suffering, no? So sabi ng Bible dito, this came from exactly to sa bibig ng Panginoon. No? If he already experienced suffering, also we, as a servant, tayo rin maka-experience na suffering. And in this theme of this context of this Matthew chapter 10, what kind of suffering the Lord Jesus Christ experienced here? Here. What number 1, masasagot natin number 1. Sabi nga dito, the Lord was blank when he was persecuted, right? So the Lord was persecuted here. No? Sabi nga ng 2 Timothy, ye all that will godly in Christ shall suffer persecution. So one thing na na-experience ng ating Panginoon, no? Yung persecution, no? Affliction, there's affliction, no? So kung ganoon din, so if our master is if our Lord Jesus Christ experience kind of persecution, tayo rin will suffer persecution, no? Dito sa Qatar, we don't have so much, we have not yet been persecuted as a believer. So limited liberty lang tayo, may limited liberty, no? But the thing is, there will be a time that will be persecuted. Remember our Lord, sabi nga sa verse 25, no? If they call the master of the house Beelzebub, no? Ang Panginoon tinawag ng Beelzebub. What is a Beelzebub? Sa Matthew chapter 12, verse 24, this is called about the prince of the devil. Tawag nyo na, kung babasahin nyo pa, continuous, no? Yung Beelzebub. So sometimes, good is leveled evil, no? Sa atin ganyan, no? When we do something good, we are leveled sa bad thing, right? So, how much more shall they call them of his household, no? Number 2, as his servant, we too will be persecuted. Right? Sabi nga. So, that is the reality, no? Na may kita natin dito that if the Lord suffered, when he was doing the ministry, he was persecuted. No? That is the affliction, no? So, may kita natin dito. And sa number 3, sa letter A, we should count it privilege to suffer for him and with him. No? tignan natin yung Acts chapter 5, verse 41. Sabi dito sa Acts chapter 5, verse 41. 5, verse 41. Look at this. Natandaan yung story nito, yung Acts chapter 5, verse 41. Nung sila Peter in the preach, then they are brought to the council, tinulong sila, di ba? Then pinalaya again sila. And then they preach again the gospel, right? And then they bring again to the council, bakit sila nag-preach again, right? And then afterwards, remember si Gamaliel, no? Isa sa mga Pharisee, no? Talagang sabi niya, kung sa Diyos yan, talagang ano magagawa natin kung sa Diyos? Pag hindi naman, ano na, talagang mawawala yung madidissolve, no? So there are time na pinaano rin sila, there were time that, so the recommendation was to release them, no? So when they are released, no, sabi nga, but sa verse 39, verse 40, and to whom they agree, and when they had called the apostle and beaten them, no? Pinalaya na sila, sinuntok pa. Ang sakit, no? You know, and then sabi dito, they commanded that they should not speak in the name of Jesus and let them go. And verse 41, and then departed from the presence of the council, rejoicing that they were counted worthy to suffer shame for his name.
Amen.
Nakita niyo yung reaction na they are rejoicing. Right? Ikaw nung sinuntok, ikaw nung tinadyakan. Right? You are beaten up. Yung liberty mo, kontrolado pa. No? But still they are, sabi dito, they are rejoicing. Right? Right? Ano kasi kayang ano, no? What kind of character that this apostle is na-experience nila? Mas maiintindihan natin yan if we go to Philippians chapter 3, verse 10. Tingnan nyo rito, Philippians chapter 3, verse 10. Ito lang yung ginagamit doon. Pastor John teach me this lesson last time sa industrial. No? Philippians chapter 3, verse 10. Sabi rito, that I may know Him. Yun. Magandang word yun, that I may know Him. May I ask you a question? Why are you here? Why are you going here in the Bible study? Sometimes you came from kilometers away, right? Just only to go here, use a lot of time instead of resting. Ito yung magandang goal ni Paul. Sabi niya, that I may know Him. Lumalaman natin siya, makilala natin siya. And the power of His resurrection and the fellowship of His suffering, being made conformable unto His death, no? So, makikita natin, we can know more about Jesus Christ when we experience what He did for us, including His suffering. So, my point is ito, no? Pag nalaman niyo yung suffering dito kasi yung mga apostle, nalaman nila yung when they are doing the ministry of the Lord Jesus Christ, naramdaman din nila yung pakiramdam ng Panginoon nung ginagawa niya ang kanyang ministry. Nagigits niya ako? So what my point is that kung ang Panginoon nag-suffer just for you, kung ikaw rin nagsasuffer for the ministry also, malalaman mo yung pag-ibig ng Panginoon para sa'yo.
Amen.
Right? That's why that you may know Him. Sabi niya, malaman mo yung tungkol sa Kanya. Right? Pag nalaman mo yung tungkol sa Kanya, the more that you will love the Lord Jesus Christ. Right? Remember John the Beloved, right? John the Beloved. Si John the Beloved, sabi niya doon sa John 13:23, sabi niya doon, now there was leaning on Jesus' bosom, one of His disciples, whom Jesus loved. Diba? Sa lahat ng mga disciple, at ng mga, siya lang nagsabi nun, di ba? Whom Jesus loved. Bakit kaya? Bakit kaya niya nasabi gano'n? Ibang mga apostle, hindi nila sinasabi whom Jesus loved. Remember when the Lord Jesus Christ was on the council? Di ba? Sino yung apostle, sino disciple na nandun? Diyan pa rin. Right? But when the Lord Jesus Christ was crucified on the cross, right? Diba? Behold, di ba? Sinong disciple na naiwan doon? Lahat ng mga disciple was already gone. Sino naiwan doon? Si John. Si John pa rin. No? So makikita mo doon na gano'n niya kamahal yung Panginoon. Kasi alam niya yung suffering ng Panginoon para sa Kanya. So gano'n din sa atin dito. It's a privilege that we will suffer for Him. Because we will experience yung naramdaman ng Panginoon para sa atin. Nararamdaman din natin. That's why the apostle, when they are persecuted, they are rejoicing. Right? So, ganun din sa atin, no? Sometimes we use a lot of time just order to go here. No? Mahirap palang pumunta sa Bible study, but we go here because kung ang Panginoon kaya mamatay para sa iyo, how much more will we go here to the congregation and to the Bible study, right? Sabi nga, why you use a lot of time going to every activities of the church, no? Right? That because you want to know the Lord Jesus Christ. No? And sabi nga ni Paul, no, lahat ng mga yan, lost, just in order to know the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen? So makikita natin dito, for the present disciple, the suffering to be experienced, no? There will be a persecution, no? Will be happening to us, no? Meron tayong mga affliction, in life, no? Never, letter B, na makikita pa natin dito, the more instruction para sa present disciple. In verse 26, sabi dito, in verse 26, sabi ng Bible dito, verse 26, fear them not, then therefore, sabi niya, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. So letter B, God will bring everything to light. No? So, number one, the enemies of Christ will use secret and deceptive means to destroy the gospel. Okay? So, merong mga tactics din ng kaaway, no? Sabi nga rito sa 26, fear them not. Fear them. Sabi nga, sino them? No, fear them. Sabi nga, if you, sino yung mga pwedeng mag-persecute yung kanina, affliction was a persecution. Last time, Brother Joe had already discussed sa atin, no? Sino mga pwedeng mag-persecute sa atin dito? Siya sabi, fear them not. So, last time, he tell about the government, right? From verse 18 to 19, mababasa niya, the government can persecute us. No? In what way? In what way they can persecute us? By threats, right? By threats. And also physical harm. In verse 28, marala physical harm. Remember also in the Philippines today, they have, I think, I don't know if you know the House Bill 4982. Naroon nila? 4982. Is about punishing LGBT discrimination law. Yun. Ibig sabihin, when you speak about bad words against, or you speak against LGBT, pwede kang ipakulong. Diba, si Pastor nag-preach about sins of homosexuality. Nakita sa internet, nag-video, pwede siyang ilimanda, ipakulong. Medyo gano'n yung mga... So, government can use a lot of law to persecute believers, no? And then, sino pa? Pwede rin yung mga religious people, right? Pwede rin. In verse 17, makikita nyo rin ito, no? Verse 17 yan. And then also, our family, pwede rin yan, no? So, the devil used a lot of tactics, no? In order to hinder the gospel, no? To destroy the gospel, no? But in number 2, makikita rin din natin dito, in verse 20, kutin natin, for there is nothing covered, no? Alam na natin, that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, what is darkness? In prayer, no? In prayer, no? That you speak in light, or means openly, and what you hear in the ear, no? What the Spirit revealed to you, no? That preach ye upon the housetop publicly, no? True believers are open and courageous in their lives in witness, no? So, ganun ang mga believers, no? Tayo mga true believers. We are very open, no? We are not scared to share the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ, no? No? Because we already do in prayer, right? I remember when I was going back to the Philippines last year, I pray na makapag-share ako ng gospel na while I was in the plane. But that already also answered the prayer. I shared one guy na nakatabi ko, and he accepted the Lord Jesus Christ at that time. No? So we are not hindi tayo duwag to share the gospel. But the true believers are open. No? We are always open. We are always showing to us, we always showing to the people that we are a Christian. No? Number 3, nakikita pa namin dito, no? Sabi dito, our task is not to please men, but to proclaim God's message, na sabi ng 2 Timothy 4, to preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long-suffering and doctrine. Nagit nyo, our task is not to please men, but to proclaim God's message. So, sa mga instructions natin, we are not here to impress people. No? We are not here to impress everybody, but we are here to do what the Lord Jesus Christ commanded to us. To proclaim God's message. No? Kaya nga sabi niya, what I tell you in darkness, that you speak in light. Okay? So, our task is not to please men, but to proclaim God's message. Okay? In verse 20, letter C, na makikita natin dito, letter C, sabi niya, and fear them. Yun na naman ulit, fear them. Sino yung kanina, yung government na di mag-persect natin. Huwag doon. Kill the, fear not them, sorry. Fear not them, which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul. But rather, fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So, may kita natin dito, the beacon number 1 is that all men can do is to kill the body. Okay? Makita natin doon. So it means that they can really harm us, no? Yung kaway natin, no? They can really harm us physically, no?
We fear God. We fear God.
We fear God alone. Sorry, we fear God alone. Okay. Okay. And number 1, all that men can do is to kill the body. Okay. Ayan. So they can really harm us physically, no? So ganyan sila. Talagang matindi. Expect mo yung suffering natin doon. But remember also in number 2, God is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So, meron ding counterpart ng Panginoon, no? Pero mas katakutan doon natin ang Panginoon kasi mas kaya niya na destroy yung body and our soul, no? In Luke 12:15, yung parallel nun, we can see the power, but I will forewarn you whom you shall fear. Fear him which after he had killed had power to cast into hell. I say to you, fear him, no? Mas katakutan natin ng Panginoon kasi mas kaya natin mag-destroy. And then we have a power, no? To do it, no? And never see, may kita rin natin dito, no? The person who fear God alone need never fear any man. No? So anong lang yan? Anong magandang application regarding sa ano yun, no? So nakita ko dito na application is that do what is right in order to do for the glory of God. I remember my boss, no? My boss talagang Brother Bong and Brother Ronald already met Brother Man, my boss, no? He will fight for you talaga if you doing what is right on your job. Talagang na-experience ko yun. Experience no one time he said that to me that I will resign if you will not take job in my department, sabi niya gano'n. No? So malaking utang nun. He's a very good guy. Pag alam niya tama ka, paglalaban ka niya. And then one time, there's what do you call this one? A funny experience me at my job, no? And there are times na talagang pagod ako, no? Warehousing eh. Kasi pag warehousing, talagang buhat-buhat. So, magbubuhat-buhat ka. So, napagod ako that time. I was very tired. And then, and then I have a break time at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. And then sabi ko gano'n, maybe it's good na I lay my back. Matulog ako sa warehouse. First time ko matutulog ka sa aisle ng warehouse. And then merong aircon. So first time ko matulog. Sabi ko, matutulog na ako. Para makapagpahinga, parang lock power ba? Para pagdating ng 1 o'clock, ma-restore ko yung strength ko kumain ko. So habang nakahiga ako doon, naglatag ako ng cartoon. Cartoon lang yan. Tapos nag-play na akong gano'n. And then one time, parang meron ako narinig na napukwentuhan na Arabic. Salita. Arabic. Sabi ko, nananaginip ako noon that time. And then one time, pagbangon ko ng nakaupo ka pa, pag tingin ko sa kapi nung, yung general manager namin. Saka yung general manager ng HR department. And then kasama yung boss ko. Yung boss ko, sabi ko gano'n. Mag-isip ko. Sabi nung, what this guy is doing? Sabi ko, what this guy is doing? Sabi nung boss ko, it's the break time. They're sleeping. I allowed them to sleep. I love them to split. And then sabi nung katari, okay, don't talk to sleep. Sorry, don't sorry. Don't talk to sleep. So I was very scared that time. No? But the thing is that, huwag kang matakot no, kung ginagawa mo yung tama.
Amen.
Kasi sabi dito, no? So, sabi nga ng 1 Peter 3:14, and who is he that will harm you if you be the follower of that which is good? But if you suffer for righteousness' sake, happy are ye, and be not afraid of their terror, neither be troubled. So, dito, no? Huwag natin katakutan, no? As long na gumagawa tayo ng tama, no? Especially for the glory of God. Huwag tayo ng tama sa mga people who wanted to destroy us. No? Amen? So, sa verse 29, na makikita natin dito also, no? Are not two sparrows sold for a fatling? No? Sabi dito. Are not two sparrows sold for ano yung fatling? No? I checked in the Google kung ano yung fatling. No? Sabi niya na the nearest to the penny. Talaga nga, yung sparrow very cheap. No? Very cheap na animal. Very cheap. No? So, very cheap. And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your father. So, letter D, na matutunan natin, God cares for His own. Naalagaan ng Panginoon yung mga anak, no? So, number 1, God cares for all who are serving Him. Ayan. Sabi nga rito, no? Are not two sparrows sold for fatling, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your father. Talagang kung ang mga ibon niya, hindi pa pahintulutan ng Panginoon bumagsak na hindi niya alam. Right? In Matthew 6:26, remember, you are more valuable than them. Right? Nasabi ng Bible doon, no? No. So God cares for His own who are serving Him. Who are serving Him. Number 2, God is concerned about the details of our lives. Tingnan natin dito na. Of our lives. Sabi nga, in Luke chapter 21, verse 18, sabi nga dito. Yeah. 21, verse 18. Remember just 29, sa 30, but every hairs of your head are all numbered. Right? So alam na Panginoon, may bilang pa yan. Ito number 1, ito number 2, number 3, all numbers. But in Luke 21, verse 18, the Bible said, but there shall not an hair of your head perish. Imagine, paano kung walang buhok? So makita niyo rito, joke lang yun. So sabi nyo ron, ano kasi yun, parang idiomatic nila yun. So, you see, God is concerned about the details of our lives. Ganun ang Panginoon sa atin. No? He's very concerned every details ng ating istinga. Imagine, even our hair, madaling gusto malaman ng Panginoon, no? Sabi nga sa Luke 21, no? Pag sabi nga kanina, but there shall not hair of your head perish. Nung pinag-aralan ko yung verse na to, it's like kung magawa natin yung application nito, no? Kung babalik ka sa Old Testament, sa 1 Samuel, laging ginagamit yung word na there shall not one hair of his head fall to the ground. Ginagamit the same as this. So pwedeng parang sa atin may mga idiomatic expression sila na nakakaintindihan sila na God will protect you. God will protect you pag sinabi mo, not just one hair. But the same interpretation, take it literally. But one application, God cares for you, and then God also protect for you. That's why in in number 3, may kita nyo rin points natin, He protects and provides for His own. Right?
Amen.
Na we should always understand that one. Na instruction sa atin na God will always protect us. No? And He always provide for His own. Sino ba nagkulang na rito? Wala pa? May utang meron. But still, God provide na pambayad. But next na natin protection na yan, no? Sa Panginoon. No? Sa Panginoon, no? So, letter E, na makita natin in verse 32, and then 33, nasan ba ako? Nasan ba ako? 31, sorry. Okay, 31. 31, fear not therefore, you are more valuable than many sparrows. No? Yan. So makikita natin dyan, no? Huwag tayo matakot because mas mahalaga pa tayo sa sparrow. Many sparrow nga eh. No? Many sparrow. Imagine how much more we are. No? Okay? So, verse 32, may kita rin din natin dito, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, with him, whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. So, letter E, Christ honor those who confess Him. Okay? Sabi rito rin also na, but whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. So number one, makikita natin ang lesson dito, is to confess Him means to surrender to Him and obey His will. Amen? So it is not enough to say na to people na we are already Christian, no? No? Hindi na pwede. Dapat meron tinatawag na the walk and talk must go together. And number two, no? It's not enough that we confess that we are Christian. But when we confession, talagang we are publicly saying it by words and also by our action, no? As a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ. No? Kung ano yung pinipreach natin, hindi natin ginagawa. Na nakikita sa atin. Because people, nakikita tayo ng mga tao. Right? Yun ang nakikita ng tao. Hindi naman yung sinasabi natin, but yung kung anong ginagawa natin. Right? So, sabi nga nung isang sabi na, remember may isang pamangkin ko na saved. He got saved, no? Tinuruan siya ng kapatid niya. Kaya lang, syempre, gusto niya sharean yung kanyang uncle. Kasi at that time, gusto niya sharean yung uncle niya sa mother side niya. Sabi sa kanya, kasama lang kitang umiinom, tapos sasabihin mo, ikaw pupunta ng langit, ako hindi. Sabi na gano'n. So, sometimes we had to, makita natin yung confession must be also in our way, in our walk of God with God. No? Pakita rin natin, no? That is the true confession, no? And then number 3, one day, we shall stand before His judgment seat, where the rewards will be distributed. Ito magandang encouragement. I think this is encouragement for us. Right? Sabi ng Bible dito, no? But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father, which is in heaven. Right? So there will be a time that we will be judged based on what we are doing. No? So magandang encouragement yun sa atin. Right? Meron tayong rewards. Kung sabi nga, there will be a rewards will be distributed. Right? So, ibig sabihin, mga ginagawa natin, no? Just like in Hebrews 6:10, I think. Hebrews 6:10. Ang gano'n, nakakita ko ng patay, huwag mo ng memory. But if you look in Hebrews 6:10, I think, no? Sabi dito, for God is not unrighteous to forget your work and labor of love, which you have shown toward His name, in that you have ministered to the saints and to minister. No? So magandang encouragement sa atin yun, na hindi natin makakalimutan ng Panginoon yung mga ginagawa natin. And there will be a one day in our life that will be judged based on what we did on earth. Amen? So encouragement sa atin yun. No? So, in verse 34 also, another instruction by the Lord, instruction by the Lord, 34, think not that I came to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So makikita natin that there is a conflict. So we cannot escape conflict. May conflict talaga, no? May conflict between the, number one is Satan is the cause of this conflict. May conflict talaga. So, bakit nga ba siya pumunta dito, no? Diba? Talaga merong, sabi nga nito sa John chapter 3 verse 18, verse John, that he might destroy the work of the devil. Right? Meron siyang mission. May mission ng Panginoon, no? May mission ng Panginoon, no? To destroy the work of the devil. So, sometimes the conflict was caused by Satan himself. Right? And then number two, sometimes our conflict is with our unsaved loved ones. No? Verse 35 to 37, for I came to set a man at a variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. So, and a man's spouse shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than he is not worthy of me, and he that loves son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. No? Itong mga verses na ito, nanggaling ito sa Micah 7:6. No? Nanggaling ito sa Micah 7:6. If you try to research, no? Ito galing ito. So, it's complex. Sometimes our conflicts is with our unsaved loved ones. No? May ano rin pala, no? May conflicts sila. Remember that Christian commitment may separate friends and loved ones. No? Tanda natin yung commitment natin sa Panginoon. In this saying that Jesus was not encouraging us or encouraging to disobedience to parents or conflict at home. Rather, he was showing that his presence demands a decision. Like, yung commitment kasi natin sa Panginoon, no? So this presence demands a decision because some will follow him and some won't, and conflict will be inevitable. No? Tandaan natin yun, no? Na talagang even our family, our unsaved loved one, magiging conflict natin in our ministry. No? I-invite mo, hindi sasama. I remember my mother and my kuya, no? Na I was, I think, high school. My mother is crying to my brother, he's saying, pag hindi ka tumanggap sa mapupunta ka ng impyerno sa lamesa yun. And then, you know what my brother told? Walang problema. Walang problema. Ganun ano. But I thank God na bago yung nila, yung pananaw na they're going to the church right now.
Amen.
And, I think that's my mother's prayer to them. So may conflict pa rin. No? Sometimes our loved ones mo. Kasi nga, we are already following the Lord Jesus Christ. Right? Right? Hindi ka na pwedeng hindi ka na ma-invite ng mga kamag-anak mo sa inuman. Right? Because you already believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. Right? So may mga morals and values, no? Sabi nga rin dito, no? Don't neglect your family, but remember that your commitment to God is even more important than they should be. And God should be our first priority.
Amen.
No? Then, but always never forget them. No? Okay? So, number 3, we must confess and obey Christ in spite of shame and suffering. No? 38 to 13. And he that taketh not his cross and follow after me, he is not worthy of me. Sa Luke, daily, he refers daily, right? So, as we take up the cross and follow him, our different values, moral goals, and formulas will set us apart from our others. So, kahit dito, when we obey the Lord Jesus Christ, huwag tayo mahiya, no? Na pakita natin tayo that we are believer of the Lord Jesus Christ, that we are sharing the gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. Right? No? Yung mga ginagawa natin, I remember in kung bisan ba, may mga parts na, may mga experience na hindi natin na-experience na ginagawa ng mga unbeliever. Right? Kasi sila, nagsasayahan tayo, nagkakantahan lang. No? Nagkakainan sila with the boarding. I remember, God is able to give you much more than